I use discussions to get different points of view across to the students, whether it's reflecting on, a reading or a video that they did. I like them to see that there's other perspectives and points of view, and then we can kind of look through different lenses through that conversation.
I fully agree. I also think it helps them kind of bring the content to life a little bit. If they just read about it or just hear me talk about it, it's not quite the same as them having to put it into their words or think about it, how they will use the information. But I like what you said about the different perspectives too, because it also, I think, facilitates a focus on things beyond what I point out sometimes. Like they'll pick up on things that I don't from the readings or the content that I'm like, I pick out these highlights, but what did you come up with? And then it goes from there, and yeah. Just makes it richer for everyone, I think.
Definitely, us included.
Right? Yes, agreed.
I've been using sentence starters frequently, and it's something that I think we've had to practice this skill quite a bit, and both for the instructor and for the students, because it starts out a little bit awkward, but after a few practice sessions when they get to choose their sentence starters, I've found that those starters really give them kind of a backbone towards the conversation, and their level of language has really gone up. So it's becoming more natural, and I've seen a lot of improvement.
That's a great idea. I might have to steal that one. I feel like over the past few years, I've had a little bit more trouble getting students to talk, and I don't know if there's just a difference generationally, if COVID had an impact, what the difference was, but I'm also trying some new things this year. One of them I've done is it's called carousel presentations. It came from one of the Monday mentorship series that's put out on campus. And the idea is that you have a couple of different students, each class, that are presenting on specific topics. And you set them up in different areas of the room, and then you kind of ride the carousel around the room, and you go to each of the presentations. And so I've set this up where each student's essentially responsible for a discussion topic, and they go to each topic and then talk through the content as a small group. The leader becomes kind of a content expert in the class that the other students kind of turn to. Now, what did you say about that? Or they rely upon them for that information. I don't know. It's been a really great way to facilitate discussion. The small groups works better than the large group discussion.
I think what you're talking about with the carousels and the student taking ownership of the discussion, and even like to initiate the discussion, that's a lifelong skill also, because they're going to run into that over and over again in their professional career, and I guess socially as well.
I do think having a disagreement facilitates good discussion. I think it's important. Our students come in with different opinions about things, different ideas. So I encourage it, but also in the face-to-face environment, I think there's an opportunity to, again, kind of show them how professional disagreements can occur and model that for them so that they can, again, take that with them as well as a lifelong skill, not just as a student.
Yeah, I think modeling as the instructor is so important, and even to verbalize that this is a safe and caring environment and you're free to express differences, but maybe to even add like a component that if you're going to make a statement, it's going to be an expectation that you back that statement up with some evidence, so that we're just not broadcasting broad feelings and emotions, that it's really it's backed by their knowledge based on the information given.
The biggest success for me, I think, has been providing that safe space and providing some structure while also giving them the freedom to own where the discussion goes.
I agree with you. I think giving clear expectations, even whether it's in a discussion board or prior to an in-person discussion, I think that's key. Also to be creative, to bring that one back in there, and maybe offer different types of discussions throughout the term, and then again practicing some over and over again so they really embrace those.